What up, mans? Another one. It's Pearl seems to be able to find all the degenerate 304s. And in this episode, we have some religious 304s that cannot describe anything. For the most part, they talk out their ass, they interrupt, they talk over, they besmirch, they do all the things except for answer the GD questions. So come with me as I take you on this BS trip. Let's go.
Okay, and I think, are you married to your partner that you've been with?
Why?
No, because I'm trying to see that. I'm thinking if
my son is 36 years old.
That's fair.
I was a single parent.
That's
fair.
fair.
I met him as a single parent.
That's fair.
And we've been together 32 years because I refused his proposal.
That's fair. But I think the same way.
And if he cheated on me, I will still forgive him because I think that him having a bit of front with someone is less important than me and our relationship and the foundation that we've built. So there's no way would I put, even though my child's old and I've got no reason to stay because of a child, I will stay because I'm worth better than a piece of front.
That's fair.
So
I have to respond to that. I'm so sorry. The same way you think that I can't comment because I don't have children, I can't accept what you're saying to me because you're not in a marriage.
What is the difference between being with someone for 32 years and being married with a ring for 5?
There's a difference.
All right, this is crucial. Pay attention to how she responds to a very basic, juvenile, childish question. It's easy, okay? She can just watch.
Other than the ring,
there's a difference.
What's the difference? Tell me.
Tell me. Paper, there really
Tell
is.
me.
And that's fine.
No, I'm asking you. I don't know the difference. Can you educate me and tell me what the difference is?
Marriage
from
is
being
religious.
in somebody 32 years, right? No problems, and being married for 2 years.
There are people who are together for 30 plus years, and then they get married, and then they get divorced in 2 years because there's a difference. There's a difference.
No, I'm asking you what the difference is.
There is a difference.
Okay. But if Let her. Wait. No. Wait. So you said there's a difference. Name it.
I think the commitment is different. I think the level of commitment is absolutely different to when you're just cohabiting and you're living together and you're together for however long.
So explain it. What is the difference?
It's the commitment.
You said
if you're from a religious background, for example.
32 years.
Yeah,
versus 32 years versus a 5-year marriage. Which one is more committed?
I'm a Christian. I'm a religious person.
Okay.
For me, I think that making that vow in front of
hiding behind religion is still you not answering the question.
God in front with witnesses, it's a whole different ball game to you being in a relationship for 50 plus years or however long.
What if I'm not Christian? What if I'm not religious? What if my religion, what my beliefs don't believe that I should go and swear before God or write on a bit of paper if I think it's just a contract?
Yeah, and that's fair. I can accept that. But again, this is how I think.
What makes it different?
Just if you let me finish. I accept that. I understand that. But this is why I'm saying that in my opinion, there is a difference. So because of my background, my experiences in life and things I've seen, people I've spoken to.
Please let us know what these experiences are, so we can further understand your point. Come on, give us something.
All that kind of stuff.
It's just,
there's a difference.
What is the difference? I'm asking you, what is the difference?
It's just,
I've told you what the difference is.
What, religion?
It's just
making a different level of commitment.
No, I'm asking you, what is the difference? Other than that, I've only heard religion.
Yeah, I've told you it's a different level of commitment.
No, but religion is what brought marriage together.
It's like this is kind of what women do. It's like we say nothing. It's like
I'm saying a lot. You're not hearing me.
No, I'm literally listening to the words. Wait, I'm literally listening to the words you're saying, and it's like we say.
It's kind of fantastic when another woman can see through the BS and actually call it out. Mans, we deal with this all the time. They're like pip 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 pip. They go in this circle, and they never give us anything to work with. Especially when it comes to disagreements, when you're supposed to be trying to like rationalize and hatch it out and try to fix the situation, they don't give facts. They just keep giving BS non-responses. What are you supposed to do with this? You can't get down to the bottom, to the root of a problem.
You say commitment. Okay, what is the difference? What is the commitment?
Marriage is something that you shouldn't walk away because it's a religious thing you do.
Right.
The new concept of marriage that is done in the state is very different to why people married before.
Right.
And marriage is a commitment you make in front of God to stick by each other. In a relationship that you're cohabiting, if you aren't, just say you might not be religious or for whatever reason, you can walk away. Whereas in marriage, religious terms, you vow to God that you're going to be with that person.
Okay. So both of you, you're saying it's different, it's more committed. But you said you would leave if your partner does something you don't like cheat. Because you're separated. So this is the church.
Can I just ask Phil that if we bought a house together, right?
The church is the number one place to find a 304. Reformed 304's find themselves in any church, cathedral, synagogue, everywhere. They're always trying to repent for their 304 ways, but once a 304, always a 304. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, bros. You just can't. Don't do it. Run.
And then we decide to separate. Would the law see me any different for being within 32 years or 5 years married? How would the law see me?
Yes, the law won't see you as his partner. They won't see you as his legal partner. Yeah. When you tick a box, you won't say,
I don't know how it is in the UK, but here in Canada, if you've lived, I think, for a year, you are instantly common law like that. So anything you guys build, it gets split 50-50, no matter what. Even if you're not married, the government assumes you are. So maybe UK is a little backwards, but I highly doubt that.
Cohabitating. Cohabiting. But again, even then, when you're married, the law sets stronger standards on that marriage and relationship and how things are divided.
If there's an agreement where you both own the house, it doesn't matter whether you're married or not. But
that's different.
That's different.
I'm not talking about when you both own the house. Obviously, it's going to equally be divided.
That's what I'm trying to say. 32 years, you're going to have things jointly anyway.
Auntie, coming back to the comment you made. So now I want to flip it to just say a woman and a man are married happily.
You're flipping it, but you haven't even answered the question. What is the difference between a 32-year committed relationship and, let's say, a 5-year marriage? What is the actual difference? Why can't they answer questions?
Out. For whatever reason, she steps out. She comes and tells her man, I've now married. He then walks away. Is he the one that's now breaking the marriage?
I said it's down to whoever wants to do to forgive him.
Okay, so a man should forgive a woman.
And I think that if they've got
children...
Okay,
but see, the thing is, when women cheat, that's an emotional thing. So they're bonded to the guy that they're typically cheating with. If a man cheats, that's usually 90% of the time, 99% even of the time, I'd go to a limb and say that it is just a physical matchup. He bangs it out. He leaves. If you ask him though, like, where's your heart at? Who do you love? He's going to say wifey. He's not going to say that 304 he just knocked over after the club. He doesn't know her. Why would he love her? There's nothing behind it. But for a man to get into a woman's underpants, he has to talk to her for a minute more times, unless she's a dirty slag 304 that he can hit in the back of his whip at the end of the club. Then he gets a pass there. But most women will make a man talk to them, chase them, and if she likes him enough, she's gonna do the thing and then consider leaving her current man for the new man. It happens so many times. It's ridiculous.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I've said this before, and people slated me for it. I would stay.
You would stay with your wife?
If my wife stepped out on me, I would stay. Under no circumstances.
You should have got slayed for it.
Would I stay? But when the kids are there, I have to put my kids first.
Can I say? So what if she does it repeatedly? No. And what if he does it repeatedly?
Can I just say this?
But now you're just moving the goalposts.
No. Wait. Can I just say this? Back to your point about marriage and the kids. Not once has one person said, "Let the man have the kids," and you walk away.
Straight.
That's what Islam says. Islam says...
No, but not once has anybody here said that.
No, I would agree with that.
Because you're unhappy in the marriage, you got cheated on. Are you happy to let the man have the kids?
I would.
And then you do the legal part where you pay child support.
and
No.
you're not happy to do.
No, you
Oh,
don't,
the
you don't know what I'm
laughter.
happy with. You
No,
didn't
no,
let me
no,
answer the
no.
question. I would be happy with that. Listen, for me, I'm doing whatever I think is best for my children. If I'm going to be in the marriage and I'm going to be miserable and I can't let go of this hurt,
Yeah.
that's not going to be good for my children. So if for me, leaving this marriage
Okay,
is
so that's
actually
it.
more beneficial.
So she can't let go of the hurt. So selfishly, she's going to dip out of the relationship that's between her and her husband, or her and her man of 32 plus years. And because she's in her feelings, she's going to make the lives for her children that much harder, because no one's saying you got to forget or even forgive, but even at a place of work, you're going to find people that you don't necessarily get along with, and you have to make that shit work. Your boss is a dickhead. Okay, what are you going to do? Quit every job where your boss is a dickhead? The likelihood of you having a job is going to be very slim. Your coworker next to you smells like ass all the time. What are you going to do? Well, they smell like ass, so I'm going to quit and throw away my career of 32 years because the new guy smells like booty cheeks. Children, 304's, modern day women, children.
To raise my children with healthy parents, I'm going to that. For me, I'm assessing whatever is best, but I don't have the mindset where I don't believe every woman is able to let go of this. Like, there's certain things I may be able to tolerate, but then cheating is where I draw the line. But there's something else that you might be able to tolerate, and I'm like, oh, I'm fine with that.
I just
think it's
want to
different.
say that the women from the 1950s would think we were so soft. I swear to God, because
100%.
they stayed when their man had a whole family across town and they weren't leaving. They were not.
But wait, let me
leaving.
just ask a quick question. Yeah. So, do you see a man stepping out and a woman stepping out the same? Let's say we're married with kids. Is a man stepping out? Is it exactly the same?
I'm saying it's irrelevant because kids are
Yeah.
involved.
I think
No,
I-
wait, I'm
I
just
don't
asking.
think
Is
it's the
it is exactly the same?
No, it's
Cheating is
irrelevant.
cheating.
because
No,
kids
but,
are-
no.
kids
So,
are
so what? A man cheating and a woman cheating means the same thing in a relationship.
Yeah, because for me, the bond is, the trust is broken.
I hear that, but I'm saying.
So yes, it's the same thing to me. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Because that it's not the same thing.
No, but
Because a woman stepping out.
Wait, sorry, it's the same thing to me.
I understand that.
Yeah,
I
so you
understand
can't say
that.
it's not the same thing.
But it's
same
not
thing
though.
to me.
No, I hear it in your opinion, but generally speaking, it's not the same thing.
Okay.
Because I'm saying if I can accept for my kids, for the betterment of my children, when it means more for a woman to step out than it means for a man to step out, then I don't see how you're saying that you couldn't deal with the situation. Because I'm thinking to myself, if we all behaved that way, then we wouldn't.
No
have a
one would be
society. If
together,
I was
yeah.
to act based on emotion.
No one would be
someone
together.
could slap me and I just kill him.
Yeah, then let's
Yeah.
all stop cheating.
Should we just all stop cheating?
If you did, anyway, yeah. If you don't cheat, you don't put me in this position to have to walk away. So the simple solution: don't cheat and be honest. If you can do monogamy, be honest about that. If you can't do monogamy, be honest about that. And then that way, I wouldn't have to make the decision to step away.
Then I could say marry men who are less likely to cheat, but you don't want to do that either. So
What do
again,
you
this
mean?
the
No, but you don't know what I want to do though. You don't know my type.
I'm saying generally speaking. I'm not saying specific
Okay,
to
fair
you.
enough,
I'm
okay, fair
talking
enough.
generally speaking. I could easily say to women, the way you can blase say,
Yeah.
oh, just don't cheat, and that's the solution. I could say, well, the biggest solution to the betterment of society as by and large is don't sleep with the same men who just fit one certain bracket. But
you know
women
what
don't
is-
want to do that either.
But you know, when I speak about stuff, I'm speaking knowing the kind of men like I would go for. I'm speaking knowing what commitment means to me. I'm speaking like, do you get me? This is where I'm coming from. Do you get me? So I don't. My social media does not dictate to me what my relationship is going to be like, or my marriage is going to be like. What social?
It truly doesn't sound like that, because like Pearl had said moments ago, from the 40s and 50s would find out that their man has a whole other family across the road, and she knows it's better for her to stay in that relationship and work with him to get to a better spot than just up and dip. That's the difference. Soft 304's, modern day women versus back in the day, old school. There's a clear difference.
Social media or anything that is not me doesn't dictate to me what anything is going to be like. Do you get me? So when I'm saying that if a man cheats on me, it's not something I'm going to be able to deal with, it's because I know how seriously I take commitment. So for me, like, breaking that, it's
All
a
right,
massive thing to me.
Okay, that's it right there. Okay, perfect. So all I hear is me. What happened to the children that you eventually brought into this world. They are far better off with two parents in the household. Cheating is disgusting on both sides of the aisle. You shouldn't be doing that. Men, if you got a woman and you're married to her or committed to her and you've given her 1, 2, 3, 10 children, you should not be sniffing around next catty. You shouldn't be doing that. It's straight. That's not how it's to be done. But just remember this video, okay? Your children will suffer because she would rather her feel better because you cheated than the children having the best opportunity of making something out of the family that unfortunately she has. So again, men, what do you want with your life? Because if you want to keep playing these stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes. And these 304's, they'll take you for everything you're worth. So at the end of the day, think about it. It's not just casual sex. You're going to destroy your life and your children's lives. They will cut on you. This is Bear Talks. I'm Reggie. Peace.